Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode 8 of the book of James, that is season 7 of Be With Me. All right, I'm going to title today, Starting with Your Poopy Butt. The poopy butts in quotes, starting with your poopy butt. And I'm going to tell a story in a little bit. It'll be worth it, trust me. We've been coming from, James is very practical. He's saying we need to honor the word meekness, which is that spirit of saying, no, Lord, after you. No, let me make some room for you. Let me make some room for your word. It's that humility to be quick to hear, slow to speak. All right. And then he uses the second analogy recently, which is, well, what about a mirror? How about if I go to the mirror and I don't take heed to the toothpaste on my chin? That's the sort of the knuckleheaded way that he's saying, no, let's use the mirror with the intention is if this mirror shows me something terrible, then I'm going to fix it. And it's the humility. So what is meekness? Meekness is this intention or humility that turns knowledge, I got toothpaste on my chin, into action, which is I'm going to wipe the toothpaste off, as opposed to the pride of going and saying, yep, I got toothpaste on my chin, and I'm just going to leave it there. All right. This is from the book of James. I'm going to start with meekness, and then it's going to get to bridling the tongue, and that's where the poopy butt comes in. Put away all filthiness, rampant wickedness, and receive with meekness the implanted word, which is able to save your souls. But be doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man who looks intently at his natural face in the mirror, for he looks at himself and goes away, and at once forgets what he is like. But the one who looks into the perfect law, the law of liberty, and perseveres, being no hearer, but who forgets what a doer, but being no hearer who forgets, but a doer who acts, he will be blessed in his doing. If anyone thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his heart, this person's religion is worthless. Religion that is pure and undefiled before God the Father is this, to visit orphans and widows in their affliction, and to keep oneself unstained from the world. So the emphasis here in this passage is to be an actor. I'm going to spell that ACT-ER, actor, an act person, an action person, one who acts. That is, look into the perfect law of love, the law of love, the new law of Christ. Look into the character of God that's displayed in the Old Testament law. And then act in this law of liberty. That is, you are free, young Christians and old Christians. But what are we free to? Free to do anything? No, free to do the right thing. Remember, brothers and sisters, and look around you, that this is a long road, and people around you may be experiencing some weariness. That's why he says that this is a process that's going to require perseverance. The big point of today is about bridling your tongue. And think about a big old horse, a 2,000-pound horse, and with this little thing that you can hold in your hand, you can control this powerful, wonderful, and also destructive beast. The point of that is using words that can be very, very powerful. Remember that words are important, and it's important. It's like a first step to get strength under control, get the words under authorities. And he's saying to start with your tongue. All right, now here's the story. Recently, I was at an event, and I watched two 3-year-olds run together. These 3-year-olds knew each other, and they ran together, having just seen each other. And they said, in greeting to one another, and I'm not making this up, they said to each other, one says to the other one, poopy butt. And the other one says something similar like poopy butt back. And that was their greeting. These are two young 3-year-olds greeting each other with the words poopy butt. Now, you have to understand the context of this. So these 3-year-olds, recently potty trained, and they are learning the power of words. And they know, a 3-year-old knows that if they say the word poopy butt to an adult, they get a reaction from the adult. And the reaction is generally, kind of negative. It's not fatal or anything, but it's kind of negative. And they're learning that their words have power. So 3-year-old number 1 and 3-year-old number 2, they both understood this. And then when they greeted each other with the greeting of poopy butt, it was a recognition of this and almost like a celebration of this. It's them realizing that they have power and they're not able to exercise the power sort of in the adult world. But when you get to the 3-year-old exclusive world, poopy butt is absolutely hilarious. So let's think about their mothers for a second. So their mothers are in the calm exercise of teaching these young boys to control and to restrain and to bridle, if you will, their controlling this 2000 beast of their tongue. So I thought it was just a great picture of what this verse is trying to say. If anyone thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, deceives his heart. So what James is asking us to do is to look into the mirror and kind of hear into the mirror, if you will, and asking us the big question is, number 1, how is your tongue? And do you know that your words are powerful? These 3-year-olds are figuring it out. And like a big 2,000-pound horse, are you using the controls that you have so that you don't have this horse running around bashing into things and being destructive? And then finally, the last thing is all right, let's get some practical here. Number 1, control your tongue. Number 2, find an orphan, find a widow, visit them in some way, text, letter, call. It says they're in affliction. I don't think either of those things are very fun. Or find someone in need, maybe the unborn or an unwed mother or a poor or someone of a minority or somehow disadvantaged or maybe a handicap or maybe suffering in some particular way, someone that's burdened with affliction, and visit that person. So that's the practical thing. Number 1, bridle your tongue, bridle the poopy butt that you want to say. And then secondly, do something positive and visit someone that has an affliction. Easy stuff today. I'll see you tomorrow.